Dear all, I would like to present our work entitled Drip Irrigation Projects Maintenance, a Forgotten Aspect. I will start with an introduction. I will present the objectives of the work, the material and methods used, the results and discussions, and end with a conclusion. Drip irrigation is a method based on the concept of optimum supply of water to crops by continuous humidification of solely the soil used by the root system. Watering only a portion of the surface of the crop field has the effect of reducing water loss through evaporation and infiltration. It also reduces the weeds and facilitates agricultural operations. It also gives the possibility to redirect the saved irrigation water towards crops with higher added value. However, it presents several problems. The most serious is the clogging of the drippers with physical debris, chemical elements, and biological materials. Clogging the drippers leads to a lack of uniformity and severe damage to crops if this problem is not remedied in time. Despite these disadvantages, the Moroccan state has adopted drip irrigation within the framework of the National Irrigation Water Saving Program, which aimed and succeeded in equipping 550,000 hectares with drip irrigation across Morocco. The good results of this program have encouraged a new program called Generation Green 2020-2030. Given the importance of the investments made, the need to ensure the sustainability of this investment, and given the sensitivity of drip irrigation systems, we have chosen to focus on the diagnosis of the condition of filtration system for collective drip irrigation projects in Tedla, and evaluate the different ways of adapting to the consequences of filter clogging and dripper clogging. The study was carried out in the Tedla irrigation scheme with 100,000 hectares. The area has a semi-arid climate with dry season lasting from April to October. Rainfall is about 300 millimeters per year. Our study area is the pilot area of 4,000 hectares, which was selected to implement the project in the Bnu Musa scheme. We will start with a description of the filtration system. First, in the pre-filtration station, we find among other equipments, first the screen, which eliminates the largest elements contained in the water, and the rotating drum, which is dimensioned for a nominal flow of 1,300 liters per second. There are two similar collective filtration stations at the perimeter, dimensioned successfully to convey a flow of 3,600 cubic meter per hour and 3,800 cubic meter per hour. Each station consists of 6 units of mesh filters of 125 microns, and each unit consists of a battery of 3 mesh filters with a total flow of 600 cubic meters per hour. At the filtration station, the main functions are filtration of water from the main channel for the needs of drip irrigation, checking the cleanliness of the filter and the operating pressures, and ensuring automatic filter cleaning. The purpose of on-field filtration is to extract the impurities from the water likely to affect the proper functioning of the drippers. Farmers have one or more disc filters depending on the flow of water with a finesse of 125 microns, applying the basic rule, which consists in removing all particles larger than 1/8 or 1/10 of the diameter of the smallest dripper. When it comes to the research approach we adopted, first, we organized trips and visits to the pre-filtration and collective filtration station. It was the occasion to conduct discussions with the decision makers within the ADO and the various stakeholders involved in the management and maintenance of the filtration system. We then conducted surveys with farmers. The aim of this part was to get acquainted with the methods of control and maintenance of the irrigation system. We surveyed around 30 farmers in the sector called Al-Ittihad, and as shown in the map, the surface irrigation water in the Tadla perimeter is very bad when it comes to the suspended matter content, especially during August and September. So in order to understand the functioning of the collective filtration stations in these conditions, we expressed the turbidity of the water based on the differential pressure of the filters. This pressure was then correlated to the flow through one of the stations on the particular day of the 27th August 2018, a day where the surface water quality was qualified as very bad. For low flow rates of 100 to 1000 cubic meters per second, the differential pressure has exceeded 0.5 bar allowed by the filters and has reached large values of 1 to 2.5 bar over large time intervals. During this day, the frequency of cleaning the filters was abnormally high, exceeding 60 backwashes per day due to the rapid clogging of the filters. This high number of daily backwashing caused damage to the filtration system, and the ADO officials decided to shut down the station from that day until the situation got better. Stopping the station during this dry period caused the water cutoff problem for farmers. Some have sufficient water in their boreholes and can irrigate by using them, but others don't have this opportunity. Hence, an irrigation stop for them is not tolerable, especially if the shutdown period is long. The Tadla surface water intended for irrigation is too charged. During August and September, the station at the time was only able to operate normally for medium to slightly poor quality water. After diagnosing the collective filtration station, we were interested in the impact of these dysfunctions on the irrigation management at the plot level. So only 37% of farmers have a filtration system after the fertilizer injector. Regarding maintenance of the filters, 40% of farmers check the values indicated by the pressure gauges upstream and downstream of the filters each time. So as soon as they notice a difference in pressure, they trigger backwashing. The rest of the farmers rely on manual cleaning of the discs, which is a mandatory operation every once in a while, even with the backwashing system. So when the filters are clogged, they block the passage of water to the plots and thus delay irrigation. For this reason, some farmers among those investigated sometimes remove the filters and continue irrigating without them. This is the main factor in the clogging of the ramps and drippers over time. The cleaning frequencies of the filter by backwashing and manually are critical. The number of backwashing carried out by farmers is generally high when the water is loaded with particle. In addition, 27% of farmers who don't use backwashing wash their filters 3 times per day. So farmers purge their pipes to maintain their drip irrigation system. The frequency of this operation depends on the quality of the water over time. So according to the field surveys, 39% of farmers purge the network at the start of each new culture, 32% purge the network each month, and 29% purge the network every week. Purging is a compulsory maintenance operation for the farmers. It helps them ensure the system's durability. They feel the need to do this several times a year to reduce the risk of clogging. The lack of maintenance of the irrigation network and the insufficient equipment cleaning is a direct cause of degradation of the irrigation system. Indeed, the particles of sand, silt, and clay, which are in surface water, contribute to the physical clogging of the drippers and the drip irrigation system in general, and thus contribute to a poor uniformity distribution of the irrigation water on the plot. These problems can be controlled by adequate filtration, but the farmers must also watch over periodic cleaning of the filters and of the entire network. In addition, the assembly of these solid particles with the bacterial elements clogs the filters and the drippers. This problem is uncontrollable by filtration alone, and an additional chemical treatment of the entire network is necessary, such as chlorination, with precautions to avoid direct contact with sensitive plants. Ensuring preventive maintenance from the farmer is important to avoid rapid degradation of the system. As for biological clogging, injecting bleach into the network can be used to avoid that and be used as a disinfectant. The three network clogging factors are linked together, and the control of one factor influences the others. This clogging problem in drip irrigation is directly related to the quality of irrigation water. This quality includes suspended matter, content, chemical composition, and type of microbial activity. Consequently, farmers have to adopt effective maintenance programs to preserve the performance of the irrigation system. In order to achieve better use of the water resources, Morocco has invested in massive drip irrigation projects. Many aspects take part in this project, but maintenance is still underrated. In the Tadla perimeter, despite a good hydrochemical quality of the irrigation water, its physical quality is poor during the peak period and when the climate is dry and the farmers' demand is high. Overall, the farmers tend to minimize the importance of maintenance on their plots, which affects the performance of the system and hinders the sustainability of these investments. So it needs to be an important factor during the sensitization campaign and training session. Thank you for your attention.